Welcome to Awakening 101. I'm Jeremiah. And this guy right here, this guy.
I'm not Chazz. I'm not. Not today, I'm not.
This guy is not Chazz.
Not today.
Today, we're doing something that we have not done before. We're sitting here without any script. No teleprompters, no audience. Oh, wait, nope. There's that cackling lady again. She's always there. Always freaking cackling at us.
I don't know how she even got in, dude.
The people at the door won't name names.
Yeah.
Lizard people.
Yo, we got infiltrated.
God, they keep letting her in. Either way, we are talking and chatting about something, anything, whatever we feel like needs to be talked about. This is future Jeremiah and Chazz coming at you with the intro. Now roll Awakening 101.
I know, I figured we'd just like chat for a second about random shit. Because that's just what we do anyway.
The astral projection is going well.
Yeah, dude, that's right. I wanted to fucking ask you that. Thank you. Because I even thought to myself, wait, I know there's something I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
All right, so explain. Deeper. Tell me more.
It's
More.
such a crazy vibrational sensation whenever you are still for that long, because you have to be still 20, 30, 40 to an hour. Like you've got to like full stillness. Like if you're over there twitching, scratching, doing all these small movements, you're going to remember that your physical still exists. Basically, you're almost trying to take your mind off the idea that you're in your physical, so that your body, your astral can just float past your physical body. During that time, you're also doing tuning mantras, where you're tuning to the resonance of your body, or just tuning in general. You do that with an Om mantra, like Om, while you're breathing as well. I mean, the whole thing is a breathing technique, basically. And once you reach a certain point of the breathing peak, you start feeling these tingling vibrational sensations because of how much you've been breathing and the way you've been breathing. It starts kicking in and your entire body starts tingling and vibrating. Like you literally feel it vibrating.
Oh, dude, you know what that is? That is you reaching resonance.
That's the goal, I believe. And
all of the cells and everything in your body is now vibrating and humming at the same frequency. And once you achieve that, now you'll go like, blue, like everything will just like enhance itself.
That sounds right.
They all would then, every individual field of energy would then align and resonate to become one giant, one whole. So all the baby pieces become one. That's how resonance really kind of works, right? It's like two waves meet, become one bigger wave. Not two anymore, one big. So all them coming to resonance would mean that you're bringing all of them into one. And now the whole thing would just be like one. Whoa.
And then you detach?
That part, dude, this is where I'm just telling you what I know about the science of it, like that.
The detaching part seems to be my hardest portion of this astral projection.
It should be a slide. I almost think it would
You're supposed to roll out of your body, move out of your body. You're mentally doing it, not physically.
I would think of it like a magnet. Two magnets sliding away from each other. You're almost like repelling out, and it will like slide. It's like a swirl or something, It won't be a straight out or something. I don't know though, dude. I'm just making shit up.
I don't know how to.
Well, when you started to come out, what was that? Do you know how far you got? Like, what was the,
like this far, I would assume.
Yeah,
like that, like the.
So you felt it, but
as soon as I started lifting off, basically it activated my mind. It was like, whoa, what am I doing? Where am I?
I really think a certain something.
Yeah.
could really open those doors for you.
A certain something, huh? Is that what you call it?
A certain something.
I agree. And I've been thinking more and more about that certain something, and I think we should do it.
I feel like you would go from I'm almost there to master. You know, like
cannot stop.
I'm doing it right now. You know, like, I'm actually right behind you while I talk to you right now.
Well, at that point, I'll just start levitating.
Dude, that would be sick as fuck.
I've got.
I'd live on that substance that I gave you.
Well, it would unlock the portion of my brain that would allow me to levitate while
whatever. That's really where I see it, is that it's like an unblocker.
Yeah.
And whatever is there blocking you from this that you don't even understand that's blocking you. Like the same thing that you unblocked me from shit. But I didn't even know. I spent a lot of time trying not to be blocked by shit. And I'm over here being like, God damn, I didn't even think about this fact.
Wait a second. I am?
Shit. So like, you may not even see it yet. You may not know it. And it just, it'll walk you right on past that wall.
I've been thinking... Since our DNA has been rewritten in ways, right? Then we have no idea what or how. I'm curious if a lot of our superpowers have been locked away by whoever, whatever was changing our DNA. Because once you unlock it, it's still there, right? But they locked it away somehow. You can still access it, but you have to get through the barrier that they put in place.
It's like
is what it feels like.
Took our brain and just made it, like, turn the power down on it. You don't need that much power, you know? Because, like, if you were to amplify the brain's power, well, now you can amplify the shit out of, like, a lot of... Now we could gain resonance between each other just standing next to each other and just, like, trade thoughts.
Yeah, literally.
Images, whatever, dude.
I'm convinced that you can telepathically communicate across universes, technically, which, you know...
There's no reason you can't.
To have telepathic communications with someone, you know, in a couple of houses down. But I was also trying to think about how that one receives the wave. The telepathic wave that you're sending off. How does, say you're at your house, I'm here, and we have this telepathic communication, or we start talking. How do the waves reach you? It's not that they're traveling through the space. They're like doing this instantaneous, hey, I'm here.
Now we're getting some fun.
I had this thought yesterday. I was trying to
I can tell you
figure it out.
Entanglement, we already do this in quantum computers. We can do this scientifically. Like, we're doing it right now. Okay, so this isn't like science fiction. No, this is Einstein called it spooky action at a distance because he couldn't explain it. Quantum computers utilize this right now to communicate information. You can entangle two magnets or brains together so that they now have a vortex, wormhole, black hole between each other, where it's no longer having to travel through the ether and the substance. It's now traveling through the black hole, which will be instantaneous communication, and it would drop right into your brain.
How?
That vortex has to form between the two of y'all. So that stabilized structure of a kind of a hole between the two brains. This is also how I would say that you would be like astro projecting or something, or remote viewing, is that you're kind of creating your own entangled black hole to then travel through.
That's how I see remote viewing more so than astral projection.
Astral projection may be in a whole nother. I think
astral.
Dude, but like
you're actually separating your spirit from your body while still being connected.
Almost different,
by the cord. I think they're two different things.
That to me,
they really are.
I don't see dimensions anymore. We used to always talk about like dimensions, where I'm going to enter a new dimension.
Yeah,
I think it's more of like a turning of the wheel, and you're aligning to a new alignment of light and images and mirrors.
Yeah,
and now you're just shifted so that I can't see you, but you're there.
So, like Enoch, when he never died but ascended, his alignment just got turned to a different degree, basically, right?
That's kind of how I would see it now, is that we're in a hall of mirrors, and if the mirrors turn just ever so slightly, you're in a whole new fucking visual hallway.
I could definitely see that.
And there's like 360 degrees of it.
But to put it in perspective for our feeble-minded brains, dimensions, like
Yeah, and that would be how we see as dimensions, really, is like a totally different realm you get to enter and do things in.
But I don't think a lot of people understand dimensions or like how to actually visualize them. That's a good way of putting it into perspective, is like that's how you could imagine a dimension.
Well, because I started thinking about this not long ago. What would another dimension be like? They say time is our other dimension, but like, really, what is dimensions then, right? It's the ability to move. You can go up, down, left. I can go in any direction. That's 3-dimensional, right? So like 4D is, we added time. Time's not a dimension. Can I actually go like manipulate and go through time per se? I can speed up.
I don't know. It depends on if you believe in time travel or not, I suppose. Is that not manipulation of time?
But is that physically allowing me to do something that I can't currently do other than traveling somewhere like I am in a car?
Well, time doesn't exist. So you have to think of it differently than it being time. For the fourth dimension can't be time because time doesn't exist. So what would the fourth dimension be if it's not time, but in that same
Okay, so here's another thing. I think I'm starting to have a new picture on time.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Time is resonance. How long can your body resonate and keep the vibrations going? How many cycles can you last? If you can keep the resonance moving, you can keep the system alive. That's like the key part to me, is like time is the amount of cycles before resonance can't sustain itself and the alignment wins and pulls you back in. You're always fighting the alignment. That's what aging is. You're fighting it. You're battling it.
On accident?
No, by being in existence, because you're not in line with it anymore. You have become a defect within it. You are fighting to stay out of the flow of it. And that resonant energy that got you out has somehow found a way to sustain itself and continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. And the moment you lose, so the universe, the Big Bang, that's like the initial crack of the crystal and all the mirrors forming as it goes down the line, right? And the amount of, that's the beginning of our time. And how long that energy can continue to go is our time period. So whenever that resonant energy stops being able to continue pushing forward, because resonance comes together, makes bigger and stronger. If it can keep doing it, we can keep going stronger. But at the moment that resonation stops and we're all not aligned anymore, everything starts to, the cycles start to die. Everything starts dying. Everything starts going downward. And we start losing the amount of time we may have.
Is that a collapse of universe, or are you talking about physical?
Everything.
Yeah.
As above, so below.
Yeah.
There's a relativity to physics in the sense that everything from every size is all going to work the same at some level. So what's happening in your body is happening at the top level too. The universe is working the same way our bodies are in some sense. It's like, are they? Do you have galaxies in your thing? Like,
yes, in a way, in my opinion.
I'm not trying to go that direction. It's more just like
think about it. There's whole worlds inside of your body that are existing and working and alive. Like your insides are alive. They have their own worlds, their own little things that they're doing. Imagine those movies that go in, like they go macro or micro, they go into the body and they start showing all these live beings in there. Yeah, that's probably what it is. They just are different than us. They're not the same looking.
I'll take it further.
Let's go.
Every atom that is in your body making up every part of your cells.
Is it its own universe? Oh, wait. You're the sidekick, bro, not me.
God. That's okay, dude. I'm going to accept it right now. I'm going to accept this.
So you're saying every atom inside your body has its own universe. What do we live in?
A universe.
A universe.
Yeah.
But we just live in one universe. You're saying every atom in your body. How many atoms do you think we have?
One cell would have countless billions, millions. One cell. You would
in
have,
one being, one of
like,
us.
You would have trillions upon trillions. Like, dude, it's
like unfathomable.
More grains, more than there are grains of sand on the planet. You know,
jeez.
Like there's so many, and every one of them in alignment theory would have its own universe then to it.
That's some brain breaking knowledge right there.
That's it brings together why they all say there's all these infinite universes in mainstream science, and we keep seeing these extra dimensions and we're multiverse and all this stuff going on. The math is there. It does show that if that's how this actually works at the quantum level, like I think it does, well then fuck, dude. Every time we clash two particles in a hadron collider over in CERN, we just watch the entire life of a universe exist. And those
just like that.
In that nanosecond of time where it shoots off and disappears, we just saw the entire existence from Big Bang to death.
Which is what we're living in.
Correct.
But we just perceive
spiral.
time as thousands upon thousands of billions of
Time's
years.
relative.
And it's like, no, that's not what's actually happening here. Our existence in this universe is literally faster than that snap was. Faster than that snap.
The people or the beings inside the electron spiraling away in that nanosecond probably existed for billions of years to them.
Right.
They had evolution, families, people, lives, whatever, dude. You see where I'm going with that?
Oh, trippy. Yeah.
And that's just one particle, one atom.
And there's so many.
Every one of them would be this way.
Don't animals and bugs and things have atoms too? What do they have?
Everything has an atom.
Everything is.
There is no matter in the universe that isn't made of atoms. The only time you won't see them is if you're in the vacuum of space.
And even then, are there still atoms?
That's highly debated. There's dark matter ideas. There's quantum fluctuations. I'm not even going to go down that road yet, to be honest with you.
To scratch the surface of that, I think there is still not nothing. There's not just like emptiness throughout space. There's something there. Right. There's living something there.
Let's take it a step further then.
Right off the edge of the cliff. Gravity
is we don't understand it because it seems to have effects in more. We even have detected areas of space that seem to have extra gravitational pull, but nothing there.
Yeah.
Gravity seems to affect a deeper dimensionality of our space, alluding to the idea of the alignment rotation, that it's able to affect things across rotation because the lattice structure itself is being affected by gravity. And if that lattice structure enough gets affected, you will then start inherently, like a black hole would be kind of like a way to get to the other side because you have created so much energy to just like twist and just like bury a hole all the way through. You know, and like you just keep going into another place. And like that just is a weird thought. The whole thing, but like gravity's affecting more than just our place. It's doing some weird shit, dude. And like it almost feels like it's cracking space. And it's not a uniform move as it twirls around. It's like
a clock would almost, like it does.
Kind of.
Or more like a cracking of a crystal.
Glass tiles that you're like trying to spread out, but they don't break and won't crack, but they'll just like maybe become smaller and realign to always do what they need to do as you're trying to separate it, but they don't ever break. They don't ever crack. They don't ever break. They don't ever separate. They just continue to go into smaller pieces and just keep realigning until they just are always perfectly symmetrical. And it's like...
Jeez.
That's when they describe gravitational lensing and time dilation for GPS, because GPS is floating above us. They're experiencing time dilation where the time moves differently for a GPS than it does down here on Earth. So they have to have a calculation that adjusts for this. It's a real thing, dude. And so that time dilation and the way they talk about it, it's very much similar to it's a warping and stretching, but almost like a cracking and like geometrical way of looking at it, not a smooth flow.
Yeah, I've never thought about how our GPS works.
Yeah, GPS, everything up in space has to be updated and modified in real time with a calculation based on how far away from the Earth they are. So the further away you are, the more time dilation you're going to experience. Your time will inherently. So if I have a clock and you have a clock and I leave and go up on the space station and then I come back, our clocks will no longer be in sync. Mine will be inherently different than yours.
Why is that? What makes it different?
The idea in mainstream science on this is that when you go further away from the center of a mass of gravity, time moves, slower or faster?
I would assume slower, right?
I think it's slower away and faster when you get closer. I'm on the spot, so I don't know. I don't want to be wrong about it, but at the same time, it's one of these two, okay? And I'm pretty sure it moves faster here and slower up in space. And because we're like heading towards the event horizon, we're going quicker.
The planets that are further away rotate, like they go around the sun slower.
You're right.
So I would assume,
yeah. You know what? You're totally right on this.
Sweet.
So
love being right.
So yeah, they're up there, and they are essentially inherently dealing with time at a slower rate than we are. So if I come back, your time will be ahead of my time. You know, you'll be like a minute ahead of me, even though we start on the exact same and we're holding the same atomic clock or whatever. It doesn't matter.
But I'll be a minute older
You'll be a minute older than me.
We were before.
Correct. Now, how I would say this works is that there is a stretching and warping that makes the ether actually longer. Therefore, it takes light in us and everything inherently longer to travel through it. So as it's spinning around, it's inherently getting further away time-wise, ether-wise. It may not distantly look like it's getting further, but it's being stretched through space further.
Huh.
Right? Like rubber. You just keep stretching it.
Yeah.
And so like the amount of time it would take to get from one end to the other would take longer. That's time dilation.
Right. Before it was right here.
Yeah, we're right here.
Started stretching it.
The planet's circling around. It's spinning. It's constantly spinning the ether in a twirl. It's spiraling. And it's pulling the ether with it when it does this. It is spiraling it in a circle. It's not just going down. It's twisting it around, and that's why you see the motions and things, like the orbital. It's spiraling.
Yeah.
That's why I say spirals. Spirals and vortexes, dude. It's spiraling downward, trying to create a black hole.
Dude, we see everything spiraling. Everything is a spiral. If you actually pay attention to the world, everything is literally a spiral. I thought about this the other day. What about trees? How come trees don't spiral? Or they do, and it's just on a smaller level? Like, in my opinion, I kind of imagine a tree growing up in this fashion versus just straight up. I would imagine it grows that way. I feel like roots are kind of spiraled now. Let's hear it.
You know how to tell how old a tree is?
By the spirals inside of it? Are there? I know there's something inside of it. Are they spirals?
Yeah. Yeah. The rings.
The rings inside the tree. Right. And that is literally how you tell how old it is. What are those?
Every ring is another layer of bark as it's spiraling its creation.
So in a time lapse, it would be like a...
Yeah. And then each layer. And you're seeing the circles as rings. This is a spiral, dude.
Trees are so cool. The roots that go all the way into the ground, almost as tall as the tree or whatever.
Really, I look at trees as like a toroidal shape. The tree and the trunk itself is the entangled black hole.
I mean, it looks like exactly what we're talking about.
And then we see the bush out, right? And that's like a mushroom cloud, atomic bomb mushroom cloud by any chance. And then the whole thing symmetrically below it. Yeah.
We just can't see that part, so we don't think about that at all. It's just a stick with leaves that come out. No.
There's a whole world underneath.
Literally.
There's a whole world inside of it. So yeah, like you may not see the spiral on the outside necessarily, and not to mention the leaves, the plants, the actual like flowers it develops. These are that's all golden ratio.
Yeah.
Symmetrical golden ratio.
Yeah.
The golden ratio is the spiral, is the vortex, is the black hole.
Yeah, if you think of the golden ratio as just 2D, you won't understand it at all. You have to turn it into a spiral.
Spirals
it is a 3, 4, 5-dimensional.
There it is. Spirals are the 2-dimensional versions of the vortex. that is three dimensionals.
Yeah.
Three dimensions.
Yeah.
Anyways, that to me was a big revelation of like, it's not a spiral, it's a vortex, and it's spiraling forward. So we're circling around, cyclical. We're always coming in a circle, always coming back to where we started. So we're not in a straight line anymore. We're circling, right? But not back where we started, always somewhere new.
Yeah.
Always progressing. So we're circling and we're progressing. We're vortexing.
So
It's a spiral.
you see the spiral as moving forward. If imagine space, time, it's forward and not downward.
It would be up or down. It could be coming at you or away from you. And that's how we determine actually a electron and its spin. We're like, oh, it's half spin. It's, whatever. That's because it either, when we turn on the magnetic field to measure it, the magnetic field realigns the ether, which causes it to shoot up or down and spiral downward or spiral upward. When I showed you that picture, that picture, right?
Yeah.
You're seeing those spirals going away or to you. And that's because they turned on a magnetic field and it started to spiral the thing in a direction. And whatever direction is the polarization of it. It's the alignment of its lattice, which would then direct it in which direction it would need to go to. And we looked at that as like North or South Pole.
Right.
Or up and down.
Didn't you show me a video about them actually like seeing this? And they little water, like things were flying out into the water or something like that. Is that what that was?
There was dry ice, and you put dry ice with alcohol in like a little waterfish tank, right? And it will kind of create this like heavy, dense atmospheric look on the bottom. And then you can put something, like a decaying whatever particle, and it will start shooting off a little electrons or particles or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can see, but you'll see the
right. That's what I remember seeing before we even.
They don't just shoot out.
They were moving. They were like doing something weird, which was the spiral.
They're hitting mirrors.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And that's how they're creating the spiral. It's hitting these invisible mirrors that we can't see.
That's how I kind of see it. The lattice is like a mirror shape. It's like a kaleidoscope. You look in this little thing, and it's like all these mirrors and different orientations to create different effects, right?
Yeah.
That's what our lattice is. It's just an orientation of mirrors to create the effect so that light can bounce accordingly.
Whoa. We should get a kaleidoscope. Both of us are like, do you see this? Oh my God!
I see the universe.
I synced it. It's there.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, I feel like we already got into vortexes and spirals. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Everything is a spiral. It's great. So that explains astral projection, right?
Yeah, for sure, dude. There you go. Now you know.
Now you know how to astral project. You're welcome.
Congrats, dude. You do it tonight now.
So remote viewing.
Hold on the ball game. Hold on. And we got to go over this one now.
Yeah. I see it as a completely different thing. What do you think it is?
Like, how do I actually see remote viewing versus astral projection?
Yeah.
Remote viewing, I see it as like you're just in your head seeing someplace. You're there, but you're just in your head. You're
tapping into it.
Yes.
Versus astral, you are literally with your astral body.
Yeah.
You're roaming around the entire universe. It's not just like a world thing. You can go anywhere. You can go in black holes when you're in your astral. You can go into different worlds, universes. You can literally go anywhere.
I don't even know, dude. It's like I don't even know what you could or couldn't do at that point.
I've heard some crazy stories about it. It definitely gets scary.
I just got told their brain roams off and they got to bring it. I don't even know what that means, dude.
Yeah. You got to bring it back. Bring back the brain.
I got to bring my brain back right now. What the fuck are we talking about?
Where did your brain go? I love it. I'm really excited to astral project for the first time. And I think it's going to happen soon. Unfortunately, it hasn't happened yet, but I
already know.
I'm not mad about it. Divine timing, baby. Let's go.
Yo, if I'm having all the shit I'm having, if all of this is real, well, then you're on the horizon.
Yeah, it's that crap that we got rid of, man.
Dude, I got rid of that. It was like, I can't stop.
Literally,
Stop downloading.
it's like it was a weight, and then it lifted, and you just like started floating off into the eternal Malibu.
Everything just is exploding in my head day after day of like, oh my God, 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 I'm wrong about everything. We're all wrong about everything. And then the ancients were right.
And they already knew everything.
They absolutely fucking knew this, dude.
They did.
I have the math to like prove it now. You know, it's like, yo, these guys knew this shit.
Dude.
They knew this shit.
This is why the Vatican entity hid everything.
This is already done in my head.
I went down the little rabbit hole of like trying to figure out who the Vatican is, like who it started out being.
Oh,
and
love it.
The way I interpreted it, it's the consciousness of the low vibrational reptilian race. We aren't necessarily able to perceive them, but they're kind of all around in the fourth, fifth dimension. They're low vibrational fifth dimension beings, which we can't see, but they can interact with us.
They're the war against Metatron.
They are the war that we're fighting.
Yes.
And we don't even know it.
No, we don't.
It is exactly that.
I know.
It's the war against Metatron.
I know that I just, it's like some things I don't talk about in my head. I don't let them come out.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I already know what people are going to, that's not.
We're beyond crackpot here, bro.
Yeah, I know. And that's why, like, at this point, I'm like, look, man, in the end, that's always what it's felt like. That doesn't discredit any of the things that can be believed around the core of what that religion and everything is, okay? But that is a dark entity that has embedded itself.
Yes.
I don't know how deep.
Very strategically embedded itself.
And I've always felt that there is a war of good versus evil.
Yeah.
And people are always like, well, who is it? Who is it? I'm like, that's not how this works.
It's not a physical. We've got all of that stuff already going on with the physical. We're talking about in the realms we do not perceive.
Correct.
While we're here. Yes, there is a huge war going on, and it has been for a while.
All current physical wars are manifestations of that deeper war.
As above, so below.
Yes. Yes, 100%. And that's the part that, like, I've always understood that there is some dark entity out there underneath playing this game. I don't know who they are. I don't know what it is. It's irrelevant. It's there. You can observe it all day. We measure shit in quantum physics that we can't see, and we just claim they're there. But we don't do it here.
Yeah.
I don't believe that shit. Yeah. So as above, so below. I'm going to stay a little bit standard on that one. There's something going on, but there's also a good. There is a good side.
Oh, absolutely. There's actually a pretty strong good side at this point.
You can read about it. You can know about it. They're out there.
We are waking up in immense amounts. Yes. It is a mass awakening happening.
I think there was a long lull that I don't know what happened underneath the hood, but I think that there has been a lot of time spent preparing for this. And
absolutely.
They were willing to wait a long time to get here.
A lot of divine architectural.
They knew it could. It's almost like they got to come in and blitzkrieg it.
The patience game was huge on this, I believe. Yes. I don't know.
Yes.
Again, don't know how, when, or where it started. Like when the spiritual war really started kicking off.
Something tells me Tesla was when it like really went down, and then they've spent the last 100 years re-preparing for another wave. But I think they took the first one too lightly, or maybe I don't know, dude, but there's shit went down at that time. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Between
the early 1900s were
to like 1940, that whole like period of time is like, dude, massive amounts of shit went down. So much shit took place.
Again, and if these conscious or these reptilian consciousness is trying to control everything, they probably had heavy hands in it too. Basically manipulating or taking over beings. You know, like it's not necessarily taking over, they're allowing them. Like you accept something into you and you're like, yeah, whatever you're offering, I'll take. And they're like, good, now I can use you. You don't have to be used by these reptilian beings. You don't have to allow it, but a lot of people will allow it. They'll offer you eternity, live forever, or this or that. You know, they'll offer you things that you want, and you're like, yeah, let's make a deal.
Truth be told, the conversation that I've had with you about a certain someone in my life that I'm having religious issues, conflict.
Yeah.
This is how I see it.
Interesting.
A conduit. Not her. A conduit.
And that's what the reptilian
you see
race
where
is.
I'm
It's a
going?
conduit situation.
They just use people to battle things.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get at me so that I'll break.
You're a very important part of this.
choosing-
When you actually finally believe
If that's real, look, I will always play both sides to this. I'll pretend and say, all right, it's real. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then at that point, that would be a direct. Now I'm starting to get direct hit. I don't think I've ever felt that before, actually. And so, like, when I started to feel this, I started realizing, like, there's something different about this one.
You notice it came out of nowhere, right? It was almost just like a
And very weird timing on when it arrived.
very.
This is not coincidence. The things that are happening right now, I can't make sense of. So I'm either going fucking crazy or it's happening.
If you're going crazy, I'm going crazy, and a lot of our
Apparently,
followers are
there's
going
people
crazy,
out there
so-
going crazy with us, you know? And it's like...
And that's what they want
is
you
cool.
to think. That is literally
They
the
do. They're fighting
reptilians
hard on
did
this one.
such a good job at what they've done.
Yeah.
They've made everyone think, people like you and me, absolute nut jobs, loony bin right now. And that's happened throughout history. Anyone that has ever claimed anything other than what mainstream does, loony bin, you're done. You're burned at the stakes. You're going to get hanged. You're discredited forever or just pushed out a window. We've seen it throughout history.
It's partly why I feel like if I were to be picked to be part of this...
You're not getting pushed out a window. Don't worry. I won't do it.
No, it's because I'm at so low risk of being pushed out of a window. Because, I mean, they're like, dude, we've already tried all the smart people.
Yeah.
Go pick some dumb fuck in Alabama or something and get that guy to figure it out. And then no one will believe it.
Not even a little bit. But the ones that need to believe it will believe it.
But by the time
That's all we need.
it's already out there,
Yeah.
it'll be too late. By the time they have figured out, it'll be too late.
I agree.
I just get it out there.
There's a reason.
Fuck you guys.
There's a reason you and I signed up for this spiritual war that we're
Apparently,
in.
I'm under contract, dude. There's not you've made me come to this conclusion as I've analyzed my own life and seen what's going on today and everything you talk about, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude, I signed a contract.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know how else to look at this.
even talking about the situations where you tried to unalive yourself, it's pretty heavy, right? We've all had those thoughts in ways. But when you're unable to do that to yourself multiple times,
yeah, no, that
a little
was
something to that.
that was a block I don't understand. Okay,
I would
it's
assume you
beyond
understand
me.
a little bit more now. I understand why.
I do and I don't. You know, it's like in the moment, I still look back on it all and I'm like, yo, there was no chance that I knew it. There was no chance that was ever going to happen.
Yeah.
I knew this and I had to just accept it. And I still do. It's like, I don't even think about trying it because it's like, I already know that's never going to fucking happen.
So,
And that's not my purpose. Like I'm on a journey, dude. And at this point I've submitted. So I'm like, yo, you guys have shown me some shit, dude. So yeah, man, I'm here. I'm just like, fuck it now. Like I'm glad that didn't happen because I wouldn't
too.
have ever gotten to this point that I never thought I would ever. I'm in pretend world, by the way.
you're always in pretend world.
I know. That's how I got here.
But you can break contracts. You can 100. We have free will, right? You can break contracts, but I don't know.
I don't know if I could break that one, dude.
No,
I don't think that's a
I'm
contract.
trying to get to the point here, Chaz.
I'm sorry.
So you can break a contract coming to this Earth school, right?
Yeah.
You can break the contract if you want. You have free will. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
We're not here for the Earth school. We're here for the spiritual war because we signed up for it. Right. And therefore, once you sign up for something like that, your contract is probably written a little bit differently. That's like, look, we have to put you through some really tough shit to get you where we need you to. Are you okay with this? And we said, yes, let's go to war.
Man, I fucked up, dude. Whoever my higher self is, I can't wait to go meet myself and be like, dude, what the fuck?
Kick him in his spiritual gonads.
You better this. This turns out to be fucking wrong, and then I'm like, God damn it, I need to just go sit in a fucking padded room for.
I'm gonna go put on my what is it? The white jacket, the white coat.
What
what are
definitely
those?
the straight jacket.
Yeah, the straight jackets. Let me just go tie myself up to a wall real fast.
I will go in my basement and you'll never see me again.
Bro, there's no way with the amount of alignment that we've been hitting left and right and up and down. It is absurd. There is no way this isn't real.
The part that keeps me motivated is that I didn't come up with anything new. It's not like I'm some math genius. I'm not. I didn't come up with.
Sure.
I put a riddle or a puzzle together. That's how I see this. I aligned pieces in the right directions and realized we are looking at it wrong. There's a different way to look at this. And you know what? Fuck you, TikTok follower who gave me C=1 because that was the over the iceberg.
Oh, that's
He
so good.
literally sent me that
I
night.
don't know why, but I feel like
C needs to equal 1. And I thought, oh my God, I feel that same way.
you're like, you son of a
Sat down,
bitch.
did the math, and I thought, oh my God. It's called natural units, and it's called base 60 cycle math. We already do this in other areas of science right now. We just don't accept it across the board. This is all known shit already. I just went plop, plop, plop. And kaplop.
Plop-a-doo.
Goblob. Universal kablob.
Literally.
Gigablob. I don't know what you call it, but it's like,
A gigablop.
oh shit. I didn't discover like, oh man, if you do 2 times 5 times square root of this. That didn't happen here. It's not how this works. You know? It all just aligns.
And when
They already fucking knew, dude.
it starts doing that, man, there's so many different levels and layers to this game.
That's
this
when
war.
when it comes from the ancients. The oldest known text in our human history is what had the key. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's just creepy to me, man. They were doing it. They were already doing it.
It's because they're futuristic versions of us. Like, they're so old that they're that much more futuristic than we could ever
Yeah, they wrote
be.
that shit on tablets and put it in there knowing that we were going to find them. Knowing that was the only way they could fucking pass it down.
Why would you even think to have to do that? If you didn't know cataclysms were a thing, you wouldn't do that.
I'm starting to see this in a whole new light. Where
Why
it's
would
like,
you?
No, guys. That's not what they were just writing on every day.
This was strategic.
That was strategically done
had to be.
so that next generations, civilizations could then find them.
Yep.
Because think about it. You can only keep things forever on stone. And that's where we've been finding that shit. It's on fucking rocks and stones and tablets. You know? Like, we rarely ever find it on, like, papyri, which is like old paper. It's scrolls rolled up.
Yeah, right. Which
They rot. They fucking die. They go away.
that's modern human style writing, right?
They
That's
needed to
where
keep
we
it
like
forever.
yeah, we didn't understand that those would be destroyed after a couple hundred years, you know.
Or whatever that fucking place is.
Yeah.
They buried.
And the fact that they won't dig 120 years.
It's like, nah, we don't want to dig. Never.
We found it and we're done.
Yeah, you're gonna make it happen after 120 years because we'll won't be here 120 fucking years.
At that point,
You
the truth will
fucking
already be
dick.
revealed too.
Yeah,
Like,
they're all just playing the waiting game at this point.
Yeah.
How long can we hold them off before
But
this
like-
all is fucking gonna get reset anyways?
why? Like, what the heck are they trying to hide?
Because think about it. If we don't, we're in pretend world. If this is right, at this point, we're talking about a situation where humanity doesn't have to be reset anymore.
Why? Is the reset man-made?
We've taken technology to a level where we can save lives, where everybody now has access to that technology. It becomes so affordable, easy, and abundant that even the little African kids can have it. You know, like, I'm just being stereotypical, but like, that's how I see that is like, They're
anyone
keeping
can
it
have
from us because if you get it, I look into the possibilities of what this means. And I'm getting back things that freak me out in a sense of like, we don't have to be reset. We
Why
don't have to deal with this. We can get around this.
in this pretend world of yours, how do we avoid the reset? Is the reset being avoided, or are we getting off planet while the reset happens?
I think getting off while the reset happens, or even creating shelters, like just normal shelters of like,
Okay, resonance field and stuff?
you know what I'm saying? Like you can create different standing waves of energy that could then shield people from things. You could create structures like the pyramids to hold you down.
Yeah.
You could do things now on here or get the fuck off. Go underground. We have a lot of options at that point, let alone, I don't know. Does it then start to open doors of geologically that we could like alter the planet? Fuck, do we make another moon?
Why? When you got the perfectly good space stational one right up there.
Well, I don't want any fucking resets anymore.
Well, technically, if you ascend to the fifth dimension, which is a huge conscious shift that's happening right now, the reset doesn't happen in the fifth dimension.
Well, then you got to get everybody there.
Well,
And how the fuck do you do that?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's got to be some way. I don't know what it is. I just know this opens the door that could possibly get us there so that you could do something like this. Oh, shit. Okay.
Which is crazy. It's crazy talk. This is a pretend world that we're talking about.
In this pretend world, I looked into the fact that you could then create a standing wave of resonance with different stones, and you could mold them like Play-Doh.
Which is something we had already talked about before you even went down this road.
That's why when I was reading through that, I was like, fuck you,
mother, son of a gun.
You. Everything seems to be like standing waves. Standing waves at the biggest scale, the lowest scale. That's power.
You can do a lot with that. Can you manipulate the standing to go from standing to this way? And like, can you have a standing and a...
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You know what
That's
I'm
a good
saying?
question.
So now you can not only lift it, and then, like, of course, if you lifted it, you could now push it.
Yeah.
But if you lifted it, could you also have a wave that would push it along forward?
I heard this theory a long time ago, and now it's starting to kind of come back and make more sense that, like, you have to create a field around you that would be misaligned to the field you're currently in. We're in a field right now. We're in Earth's field. Right? So
yeah.
Earth has a spiraling alignment and stuff going on. And you kind of have to align with this and then misalign with it and create the bubble of misalignment. Now you're in your own field. Unaligned to the current field.
Okay.
Now is causing you to kind of spiral. And you're just in it.
With your little bubble?
Yeah, you're in the bubble while it's spiraling around you. And then you could just... go at that point because you could tip it forward. There's different things to this then about how you could spiral through the alignments of stuff.
This sounds familiar. It sounds like something we've already seen. Coincidence?
No, I don't know. I don't speak upon conspiracies.
I think not.
Nope.
Yeah, we are not conspiracy theorists.
I'm just talking some science, dude. That's it.
We do not go down those roads ever. Like that's going to get us locked up.
Yeah. So I guess in a sense, that's kind of how I see it. It's like you got to create a field around you, and fields are just twisting of the ether that can create like a misalignment and then detach or kind of move around. That misalignment just moves through it. It becomes like we're still attached. It's something I've like come to like have to really like fight my brain on. It's like we are attached
to the alignment.
Yeah, to the alignment still.
How do you detach from
black
the
holes? Show it cannot rip, it cannot break. You can only twist and bend it, and put energy through it. But it can't off of it. It just like, but like we're still kind of a part of it. I don't know how to explain that. And that's why, like, we're naturally, like, fighting it. And that's why we have a cycle to our lives.
Of aging.
And
Birth and death and...
Yeah. Now, I could debate on what that actually means in the end, because I think, like, we've been fucked with genetically. That maybe we don't have to age like we do. Well, maybe you could go into a pyramid structure of a standing wave, and you could actually heal yourself. Because you're not fighting the alignment. You're now realigning.
Yeah.
And when you realign, you get resonance, and then all your fucking cells and everything kind of get like regenerated and shit. This is where I think the pyramids
really show their power. This is where they shine, baby.
When I came across phase array alignment.
Phase array alignment.
This is where the pyramids became a whole new fucking thing to me.
Dude.
It was like, yes, this is what that is. Like, it started breaking it down, and like, yeah, these are like all designed this way, yes. And I'm like, what? And then I'm like, or do we know this? They're like, oh, we've done a lot of acoustic testing in there to know what's going on in there. These chambers were highly resonant to specific frequencies to withstand standing waves.
Oh, really?
A lot more than that. They are energy. Dude, those things are like little fucking like miracles.
A miracle?
A miracle. I do think you could go into places of it and can get something from it. And even the water of Osiris, that apparently is magical. It's like magic water.
Right.
It's always different. It's like has two temperatures to it. There's something warming it, but they can't find where it's warming from. And it's always a certain level. They can't drain it. They've tried to drain it, and it just keeps refilling on them.
That's so cool.
Multiple people have been healed from drinking the water. Yeah, every day. And so when I get more into that, there's like real shit that could be into that one.
The water's aligned? Like, what do you think?
Way more special, it sounds like.
It's alive, for one, but,
And it can carry, it can remember, it can do things.
It has some of the most memory of this planet. It does have the most memory of this planet.
It sounds like...
Other than rocks and crystals. Like, they all kind of have memory, don't they? They all have all of the memory and data that we could possibly want to harness.
Everything's encoding it.
Yeah, literally.
Everything's being... We are like a little walking crystal of encoded... information bundled together, roaming around.
Literally.
Like this.
Dude, you and I have to go to the Giza pyramids.
Oh, we're going. Dude.
Like that needs to happen real soon. Like real freaking soon, bro.
Full access to just. I would beg for like a month, dude. If we could just pay a fucking $1 billion and just go for a month and just
a whole month.
A whole month.
We would come out literally levitating. We would come out with our legs crossed like this, just...
I feel like it would almost be like one day, it would be like we flipped the lights on for the whole world. It's like... and like the whole world's like, yo, whoa, what just happened in the earth?
Yep.
I feel great.
Dude. Yeah. God, that'd be beautiful.
And we're just like in some deep cave, like...
Yep.
Do anything?
Did it work?
Did it work?
Maya, you got anything up there?
Lights? Do you see the lights on? I'm ascending. I'm
floating away, Bob.
Oh shit! I better catch up. I want to ascend. Yeah, that's funny as shit,
dude. While I sleep, I think I already told you this. I started sleeping. This is like weird. I don't know why I started doing it, but I freaking love it, and it's quite wild feeling. I have this mindfold mask. It's like imagine a sleeping mask just for going completely dark, meditating. But I started sleeping with it, and I started putting a stone or a crystal right here inside the mask. And I was like, oh, this is great. About 2 weeks into it, 3 weeks into it, I looked over at my table and saw a quartz crystal, a rose quartz and a quartz crystal, both pretty big, like hand-sized crystals. And I put them in the strap right here to like basically press on my what is this, a temple? What is this?
Yeah.
So my temple has crystals on it, and then anything? Oh my god, dude, yes. I've been sleeping.
Know how you couldn't.
I've been sleeping with it for the past 2 weeks, I think.
You
This
tried
whole
holding
week.
them?
When?
Like while you're sleeping.
I'm
They're
sleeping. Well,
this way.
I just, I have it here and here.
That kind of like
Last
I
night-
grasped that. I thought you were like meditating, and then
No, I'm
whoa,
just sleeping with them. Last night I hadn't done it all week at the beach. I've been away on vacation, right? Last night I got back and had them all around my face for the first time, and I don't know what you call the darkness when you close your eyes, but that part was not dark. There were so many things firing in there, and just like it was bizarre. And that was one of the closest feelings I've gotten to astral projection since I've started trying. And this is really when I started feeling my entire body vibrating. Like it was just like, you ready for this? And I was like, no.
That's hilarious.
It was so cool.
This is where I want the Enlightenment Center to have a room where we have created pillars of obelisk in a structure to vibrate, to create the right standing wave area of resonance for you to walk into and just meditate and be in.
That'd be so epic.
And like have different things that you could lay in and have around your head and your body that are all made of quartz and the most pure. I want the most pure shit we can fucking get our hands on.
I'm imagining it now. I just had this vision of a head strap, but it doesn't touch your head, right? It's made of crystals. Imagine a U shape. You lay down, the U shape is here, and you just have like crystals stuck to that U shape. So your entire head is just surrounded by these
No, fuck that.
crystals.
That thing is the crystal.
What's the crystal?
The
U?
U.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could carve a crystal into a U.
The shape of the crystal is fucking everything.
Oh.
This is massive towards what it does.
Okay. Is
Now,
the
it
U
can still like do a lot.
Yeah.
But like shaping it, now it's like aligning it.
and then you put your head in between it as you lay down, and now you're just
If we had the right shape, right resonance all set up for it, like this is all got to be, I want this fucking studied and worked out.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a lot of time fucking going over this.
You're gonna have a lot of missed podcast episodes.
You won't see
Just
me
kidding.
for a long
No,
time.
I will make you sit down for an hour and be
I'll
like,
be in
Chazz,
this
talk.
room and I'll like have to come up, be like, yeah,
Yeah,
totally do it.
right. No, bye. I'm working on something here.
What did you say? I gotta go.
The Alignment Center is going to be amazing. We're gonna have people flying in from all over the world to do this thing, and like to think about that
We're gonna
blows my mind.
I want to have the information and the data put together so that we can help tailor things to each individual person immediately. The moment you walk in, we can just boop 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 know
Yeah.
what you are, what's going on. Here's what you should be doing. Go do what you want though.
Yeah, dude,
I'm
I'm envisioning this massive. Like, I don't know what it's going to start out like, but I'm envisioning like a playground for spiritual.
It's like a Lifetime
Ascension.
Fitness in
Yeah.
in that visionary, like to put something in your mind, but
That's
totally redesigned for connecting.
yeah.
For
That's how I'm seeing it.
realigning. You know, like I want a realignment research facility.
We could call it the Alignment Center or the Like, I've still been trying to think of the name because we're not calling it the Enlightenment Center. That's just like a bulk word that we're using of
this?
like
How about
what
this?
it is.
If alignment turns out to be real, and it's not pretend,
Yes.
well then we can entertain this idea because I think that would actually work.
Or you just call it alignment or like
Correct.
something like that.
Yeah.
Easy.
The alignment
Like that would
center,
be.
alignments, whatever. But I think that tying them in together,
Yeah.
at that point would just be aligning things properly.
Well, and like I said,
If
when we
not,
were on
then
the,
don't fucking name shit after that shit. Don't touch it.
we'll find out soon enough.
Don't touch that shit.
But that's what I said when we were on the phone talking about this concept and this idea. I said it'll come to us when it's ready to come to us. The name of it, like we don't have to force the name. It will become
Well,
the
I
name
mean-
that it's supposed to become.
We'll be able to use this in the formulas to understand how to create the crystals, how to shape them, how to do these things. That's where I'm trying to go to next with it is like I'm almost trying to like relax and be like, don't even think about proving it. Just use it. Use it.
Use it.
Find out.
See if it
what
falls
you-
apart. Use
and
it.
now I'm trying to go down those roads of like, all right, well, let's figure out what we can create, how you would do this stuff, how you would measure these things, how you would start to, so that when we do get to those points, we've got it all starting to get laid out, and we have real science that we can start looking into immediately. Not just poking at shit.
Right.
We're not poking at things over here.
Dude.
We're trying to really bridge that gap of spirit and science now by actually applying real known physics to what's going on that align with spiritual teachings, in my opinion.
100%.
So at that point, let's pull them together. Let's go down that road. Let's study it, and let's actually perfect this shit. And the next thing you know, you're going to see a fucking giant pyramid out of like limestone megalithic stones being built in our backyard, dude.
I was literally just thinking that. It's like this alignment center.
We get it now.
This alignment center is literally just going to be a pyramid built, and that's going to be the entrance. We're going to be like, what did we just do? Oh my God. We're over here bringing the pyramids to our little hometown.
Oh shit, dude, this is great, man.
It's kind of wild to see how all of this is falling into alignment. Like, quite literally, it is beautiful to watch, and not only to watch, but be a part of. Like, I don't even feel like, it doesn't feel like it's me or you. It feels like it's just happening through us. It's weird.
I don't even know what to think of it yet.
Just stop thinking, bro.
That's how it got here, actually. It's like, don't be you. Ah, you know, like, and I you're right, but at the same time, I'm like, it like I told someone not very long ago, I don't want anything in the end. In fact, just get it out there. Just get it out there. If that were really, this is the truth, then get it out there.
Yeah.
And just let people have it and move the fuck on with our lives, dude. I don't want to deal with this shit anymore.
Dude.
And I'm not doing this profit game. We gotta patent it and hoard it. Nah, no, just here. Everybody today. Here you go.
And that's why I feel like it had to be strategic on who was chosen for these jobs. There's a lot of us that have incarnated for specific roles and jobs in this warfare that's going on. There's multiple, positions to have applied for and to, signed up for. And we got put through all these situations throughout our lives because this is how we needed to think at this point. Because if we had been like all these other people that want to patent it or want the money from it, like, it would not turn out the way it's supposed to. You
can't do that.
It couldn't have been that way, and it wouldn't have succeeded.
I spent a lot of time researching if I were to ever achieve this device that I was always after, which now is like not a device at all. But if I were ever to achieve that device, what would you do? I try to play out the game in my head. Like, how would this work? So I start researching that, and I'm like, tell no one. Got it.
Copy that.
But then I realized at some point, no, it's stop trying to profit and hide it. You got greedy.
JP Morgan doesn't exist anymore, bro. Come on. Well, he
There's
does.
always another one. There's always another
Dude,
one, man.
There's like 20 more of that now.
Dude, there's
30
way
more. 100
And at that point, it's like Blitzkrieg. You just flush it out there so hard, so fast. They don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You don't. You can't do it that way. If you do, you're gonna die, and no one gets anywhere, and then nothing happens. Great, you fucking solved nothing, asshole. You fucking created the thing that was gonna change humanity, and you fucked it all away because you got a greedy asshole behind it. Thanks.
And I think Metatron knows that to where it really does. Like you were saying, it has to be a blitzkrieg. Like, it really has to be just like a
bam, get it out there.
Drop it
We're
on.
done here. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. You can't do anything with that now because
Kill me. It's already done.
already done.
It's already out. Doesn't matter
Good
anymore.
luck.
Yeah, you can do all you want. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah.
That's because the moment that person happened to step out of a window,
Crazy.
that was it. Suddenly, like, no one knows anything, and they're like, oh, he didn't let anybody ever have that stuff.
Yeah. But with the blitzkrieg, you've got everything already out there. Now,
It's irrelevant now.
Now you can't do anything. You can't shut it down because it's already out there. It doesn't matter what you do to that
That's
person.
why anybody who I think would have it and hasn't done that, or claims they have it and hasn't done that, what the fuck are you doing?
Either scared or waiting for the money or
You're fucking bullshitting, and you're just profiting off of, like, the fact that you just bet no one will ever get there. But you clearly don't have it, or you're part of
The dark horse?
correct. You're part of the other side. That's the only way I see it. You're on the other side. Then you can claim you're on our side,
Yeah.
but that's called a fucking double agent. You fucking asshole. It's called
Right.
treason. You know, I don't know what else to call that. You're fucking no, you're not. You can tell me whatever you want. You lying piece of shit. That makes me mad. Sorry, but I just feel like, dude, if someone has it out there, and they weren't trying to get it out there, and they were holding it back,
Which it is very possible, almost probable. I don't know what they would be doing with it or why they would be hoarding it.
what I'm
hiding it,
doing is like,
trying to wrap your
do
feeble
you,
little
dude?
mind around it. You're like, I don't understand why.
no, pretend,
This can't be real.
imagination.
I was told all my life that it was
It was impossible. This is impossible, and anybody is not from Oxford or MIT or Harvard is too dumb to do it.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's
And
pretty
you
much-
didn't go to any of those, so you're definitely too dumb to do it.
That would have film school.
He said he went to film school. If you didn't catch that, that's what he did.
Like, I fucking sound crazy, man. Like, that shit sounds crazy. Okay.
It's great how crazy you sound, though. I like it.
I don't know anymore. I'm like playing this game like I'm just pretending to everybody at that point.
If you haven't but want to, the spiritual war needs all the warriors. If you feel like you're waking up and you're a part of these, what are they, waves of light workers?
Yeah. There's waves of soldiers. I call us soldiers.
We need you. We're all soldiers in different departments. And it's a real thing. This isn't necessarily a physical war, like we were saying. It's not about that. It is a spiritual warfare that we've been fighting for a long time. And we are the second or third wave, depending on which wave you came in on. But we all have our own roles. And if you're feeling the call, if you're feeling like you're waking up, there's a reason for it.
This can't be real, dude.
It's feels more real than what they've been telling us my entire life. Like everything that I've learned about the spiritual realm and all of this, it finally makes sense to me. I grew up Christian, like I grew up in that realm.
Roman Catholic.
And you grew up Roman Catholic?
Mm-hmm. Technically, I was Roman Catholic. Went to a Roman Catholic private school.
Whoa.
I was pure Vatican.
I was just about to say.
I was straight down the chain Vatican.
You got that Tillian blood up in you, don't you?
Dude, every Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, I went to Mass.
Well, that's too many times.
I still remember walking across the street to the church from the school to go to Mass and just sit there in that fucking cathedral and listen to someone just ramble for hours.
A good word.
I don't even know what they said, dude. I was a fucking 4-year-old. It's like, guys, what are we doing here?
And that's how I felt. I tried and tried. I was really into the whole thing, but this feels so much
It's not about
more
God.
real.
It's not about God at that point. And that was the part that I started. But this
It doesn't feel like it when you're in those religions.
feels
Like
more real. This does. You're right.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and I know the religious side of the people are going to say, blasphemous. You're not one with God, or you don't believe in God, or you're an atheist, or you're this, or you're that. When in actuality, I feel closer to God than I've ever felt in my entire life. But they will tell me that I'm not, and I'm going to hell because it doesn't.
Well, they
fit.
know better
It
than
doesn't align with their beliefs.
They know better than you.
They do.
They
I'm
were
sure.
told this by someone that stood on a stage. I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, we're all told certain things that we believe in, right? Like we're all told things in ways to make us believe and have different belief systems. Like the way I learned about spirituality was from other people. I didn't just like have this all of a sudden, like I know everything, but not only did I learn from other people, but I used my intuition and discernment to decide what actually resonated with me. And then the more and more I went on, other things I started learning, I was like, I already felt that. That was already a part of my belief system before I learned what you're saying about it now. And that, in my opinion, is usually how it goes. Like, you start aligning with these ideas, and it's not just like, this is what you should believe, this is how it goes, blah, 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 blah. No, it becomes a part of you, and you start feeling it on the inside. It's
what people mean when they say trust your gut.
Yeah.
Trust your intent, like no, whatever it is. I forgot what that other term is for this, but like
your intuition.
Your intuition, there it is. Thank you.
Yeah,
and so like when people say this to you, they're really meaning that like follow the path that's already laid before you.
Absolutely. All you have to do is surrender to it and just follow along. It's like a lazy river. If you fight it trying to go this way, that way, or whatever, it's not as fun. But if you just float down the river on a float, you're going to have a great time getting a little tan, doing this, talking to your friends.
All right,
just
hold on.
Down the universe. What?
Come back from your damn floating, dude.
Why, it's so nice.
I got problems, all right?
I like problems. Let's hear them. I can solve them. Maybe.
Some people are then chosen.
Hands down.
And some people then are not. And for different tasks. It's not like chosen just to be great.
Well,
it's not really what I mean by that. It's like chosen to do something specific. Right? Are we all chosen for specific roles? And then if you're not, then what is your role exactly? What?
So if you're speaking on this particular
you're just
Earth,
here on the academy, it's like you're just kind of in the school, and then like we wouldn't be in the school. We're like soldiers dropping down by wire from a helicopter to try to come help the school.
Exactly. So
right? Is that what I'm seeing?
We're not here for the school. Okay. We're here to protect the school, to ascend the school into the fifth dimension. We're here to help the alignment of the school, to realign it from where it's been. We didn't sign up to be in the school. We signed up to help the school.
That's some heavy shit, dude.
It is.
That's some heavy shit. What the fuck was my fucking soul thinking?
That it's time to partay.
Who am I to have taken that contract, man? I don't
know. It's wild, but I bet you would find out if you meditated and aligned your chakras. It really does. You start figuring things out without even like being told or
right now
needing to know. What?
I was really excited about all of that. Now I'm scared.
That's fair, man. You should be. It's terrifying.
Now I don't know if I want to do that just yet. It's like I don't know if I'm fully. It's like I've been thinking about it more and more over the last couple of days, and I'm like, okay, it was like fun. Now it's not fun anymore. Now it's like real, and now it's starting to like freak me out, and I'm having to like take a step back and be like, all right, just take a moment and then maybe come at this at another angle, because I don't know if I'm ready to peek into that door yet. I've seen this one, and that was heavier than I was willing to admit, and I'm willing to admit at the moment, and it's like at that point now I'm like, shit, dude, what's that fucking mean for the fuck is that door? Shit, dude.
The more doors you kick down, the more
I'll get there, but
terrifying it becomes in a way. But also, it doesn't have to be terrifying. At a certain point, once you do fully understand, or it's more about like having the time to know about it. What is the word when you need to process? Oh yeah, it's the time of processing.
Is that word
what's happened? Yeah, that word. It's about processing what you're learning, because you're getting these downloads, dude. You've gotten so many downloads and so much knowledge in the past month alone, but especially in the past 2 weeks. Your body has to catch up. So your physical is struggling because you have so much knowledge and information that you didn't have before. Now you're like in this whirlwind of like, I'm just numb at this point. I don't know what to feel. I don't know how to feel. And like, it's because your body hasn't caught up yet.
Dude, I don't know if my mind's caught up either, man.
Well, your astral, your spirit has already been like, they've been giving you downloads, but you gotta be able to catch up to all of it. I've had a lot of moments where I just needed to be alone for a week or two, just because like it was just heavy.
Kids and like a wife and shit.
Right. You
gotta go like, dude, you gotta like pretend.
And a job.
2 jobs, 3 jobs.
And this.
And then, it's good because it keeps me moving.
And then commenting on TikTok.
I don't which I haven't done the last 2 or 3 days because of this. Is because
Get it
like
together.
I have to like process this for a moment. I don't even know how to respond to anything anymore because like I almost don't even know what the fuck's real anymore. And I'm like, all right, just process this shit for a little bit. Try to figure out. I like how I go through these waves where I'm like, okay, let's go disprove this shit. We can disprove it. We can do it. This isn't real. We can go do this.
Easy does
Dude,
it. Let's go.
Fucking 4 or 5 hours go by again and again and again, and I'm like, oh shit, dude, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Were you saying you just weren't able to disprove it?
I can't disprove it. I cannot do it.
But
It
Chazz,
just creeps me out though. And now I'm like, and then I go through waves of like, this is too much, and then I'm waves of like, this is kind of cool, man. All right, man. And then I'm like, this isn't real. Go disprove it again. You know, like, dude, it's just, I don't know how to take it. You know, it's like I wasn't ready for this. I was and I wasn't. I think this is like the earliest I was ever gonna be ready, and so they like pushed it. They were like, "Yo, we don't have time anymore. Get us fucking Jeremiah,
we don't.
Get the fuck in there." That was really what you. If this is real, Jeremiah, you were sent specifically to kick it off.
well,
You were the catalyst.
yes.
I'm sorry, but you were, man.
I already knew that.
I'm not trying to pawn shit off, but like I know how my life works at this point. If that's really how it's working,
hands down.
You came in and did exactly what you were meant to do.
What do the numbers 911 mean to you?
Emergency.
Guess what 911 is?
Emergency.
My synchronicity, my third synchronicity.
So you are the emergency. You're the guy who gets called in.
137, 369, and 911. Those three all the time, every day, all day long. And 911, I was trying to figure it out. I was like, why I don't understand what, like 911, 911, that's literally an emergency. That's we dial that in to get someone to come over and help us out, right? I dug into it a little bit, and it's the this needs to happen sign. It's like, go. It is go time. Literally.
I don't know if this gets proven real, if I'm going to be able to even handle it, because then that means this really is real. That means it's like, dude, it's
like real.
No, it's concrete in my head. I don't give a fuck when anybody else looks around and says, I know how my life has gone down. And if this is real, then you are. This is. And that would send me down a whole new world, like rabbit hole. I almost would divert my whole life on my journey.
Dang.
The whole journey may change. It's maybe not change, but shift. It's like a new angle. You know?
Funny.
Like that.
Yeah.
Just
as Marty McFly would say, this is heavy, dog.
this is heavy.
Straight up, though, isn't it? It's a lot. And it'll take some processing time. And maybe it'll take you
known this
for a while.
Did you know it was me?
Not necessarily. No. I didn't know what it was per se. I just knew it was.
How'd you know? Well, I mean, what do you know? Who are you?
Everything.
Tell me who you are, Metatron.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I know who you are. Yeah, I would like to know. Yeah, I fucking would, yes. How long have you known? Years? Weeks? Months?
About what? You or
No, just like 911 that you're called in.
a while? I've known I was.
I can see that you didn't know
it
it was me until it happened. I can see that. You know, like that makes sense. But like, how long have you known that psych? Like, I've always known him on that journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a builder.
Yeah.
And I've been after that since I was a kid. How long have you known
Not very long.
that you were,
maybe a
that
year.
you're on this to go help this journey along? Like, that's a pivotal fucking role, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It's taken some processing time and some disbelief of like understanding that,
I don't even know if I'd want to talk to me if I were you. They'd be like, nah, that's not real. That's not real.
Well, I've been going through my journey for the past 5 years pretty heavily, but I started, in 2018, like I said, going down the alien rabbit hole and, started putting all these thoughts in my head about the way I believe in time travel and stuff. It like really sparked off my conspiracy theory thoughts and ideas and stuff. And then 2 years later in 2020, I don't know if this was before. No, I guess it was after the pandemic had hit, but I started looking at rewiring my brain because I was very not a depressed person, but I had a lot of depressed days where I was just like, I don't understand. I just want to be happy. I just want to feel love. I just want this. I just want that of like, these emotions of feeling happy. I just wanted to be happy and I couldn't figure out why or how. So I was like, you know what? I need to rewire my brain. I came across someone talking about it, and the way they were talking about it, I was like, yeah, let's go. I'll do anything at this point. And I ended up downloading the package of brain rewiring, and it was literally just nature sounds. But it wasn't just nature sounds. I guess it was binaural beats as well in there, but I think it was more so nature sounds like ocean waves back and forth, rainforests. But the idea is you do it every day for a month, every day for 30, 31 days, however long. And then you switch off. There were 3 different versions of it. You went one for 30 days, the next one for 30 days, and the next one for 30 days. And then you tap into you basically rewire your brain at that point, especially having the consistency of doing something like that. That sent me down the rabbit hole of wanting to meditate. After I came out of that, all I wanted to do was sit there in meditation, basically. Then eventually I wanted to realign my chakras. So I went through that process and did that. And after I realigned my chakras, that's when I discovered Metatron. And that's when I was open to a whole lot of things. And this wasn't until a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, that I started aligning my chakras. And then recently, within the past 6-8 months, I would say almost a year now, that I finally got to the crown and like felt like I had pushed through the crown chakra. And then, dude, surrendered to the universe, and it was off to the races at that point. They were like, all right, let's go. Now, this is the plan. And I was like, oh, are you sure I'm ready? You're 100% positive, like, I'm ready for this. It's me. You're talking about me? Oh, okay. Let me
I know this. Yeah,
sit here and not do anything for months on end because of this. And then kept kicking me in the butt, said, hey, this needs to happen. Do this. It was starting Magnetic Aura. For 3 months, I was getting a kick in the ass saying, you need to do this, do this. I'm telling you, this is what you need to do. And I finally was just like, oh, stop. Okay, I get it. I thought it was just in my head. I thought it was me, like, egotistically saying, yeah, you should start a channel and start talking on it about your spiritual journey. But it kept coming back and back. And I was like, okay, that can't be me. I don't want to talk to a camera that badly. Like before I did the Magnetic Aura, I didn't like talking to the camera. I didn't like making selfie videos.
I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah. I was not good at it. The first one was pretty bad. The way I talk, usually stumbles on words, and I don't know how to get things out. And like, I was struggled in conversations with people because of this reason.
Yeah.
And then I started Magnetic Aura, and the first couple videos were, so. The first video, I noticed a weight was lifted off of me. As soon as I clicked record and stopped that video, I was like, whoa, this is big. This is bigger than I thought it was. I think I even said it in the video. And I kept going and kept doing it. And the more I did it, the more I felt the words appear out of thin air versus me having to conjure them in my head. I don't know. I do know. Can't even say that I don't know. It wasn't me talking, basically. I was being channeled through.
Conduit.
Yeah. As being a conduit to doing this stuff while also teaching myself or being taught how to talk to camera, how to get words out the way I needed it to. And the further down I got, the more I was like, I understand why I had to go through that practice of.
Yeah, because you got a great voice actually for like radio. You
Thanks.
know? Like way better than mine, really, in reality of shit. Because I got a lisp and stuff, so I'm sure people are like, "This fucking asshole," you know. But like, you have like a clean, smooth voice, you know.
Thank you. I've never thought that way because I haven't always hated my voice, but I've never really thought of it as a good voice to listen to. But
yeah, I mean, I don't ever until I listen to it on my headphones and I like don't watch you.
Yeah,
and then I can now really hone in on like what you sound like on a radio aspect, you know. And I'm like, shit, dude, he's got actually a great voice. Fuck.
I really like our voice together. I think it does something really well.
Weird and
I don't know. There's something about it that
I couldn't do it alone. I think alone. That's why I've always failed at that shit. That's why I quit. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm not doing that shit anymore. You know.
I think we failed for so many reasons because if we hadn't, we wouldn't have gotten here. Like I needed to fail multiple times and be rejected multiple times because I've been rejected and told I'm wrong about everything my entire life.
Yo, me too, man. Power to us.
My entire life.
Yeah.
And
that was that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, had to happen.
So that you would stop listening to it. They just like bombarded you with it so long that you just like, all right, well, I'm tuning that shit out now. Yep. All right, I'm wrong. Great.
Yeah, cool. Whatever you want to think, go for it.
I'm wrong. Yeah.
And it went for anything to everything. Even if it was fact in my head that I knew this, and then later on they went and checked and it turned out to be fact that I was saying, even though they disbelieved everything I was trying to tell them, they still didn't believe it. They're like, people just never believed me about things that I would say.
The funny part about that one that I have come to realize is that when I'm telling someone something and they dismiss it, I'll look at them and say, have you ever done the research? You ever looked into it at all? Have you ever looked into it one fucking time? Once? No, you haven't. But you're going to sit here and deny me like I haven't. Mm-hmm. And you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. And I'm going to sit here and take your word for it. Like, that annoys the shit. People just... Indoctrination.
Yeah.
It is indoctrination. This is the world that they have built for us. The educational system is so core to it. It's so core to why I don't know why I refused it, but I did. So I almost failed out of that shit. I never cared. I just like didn't turn shit in. I just like rejected it.
Yeah.
And there's like a reason now I see back on why, but at the time I'm like, the fuck is going on here? Why does this system not like me? It hates me. Like, it actively is fighting me and being like, you either do what we need you to do or you fucking get the content, you retard. You know? And it's like, whoa, dude, I don't like this. Like, you give me 10 minutes for these questions. There's like 100 of them, dude.
Yeah, literally. Well, it's crazy because we both went through the same thing of like not wanting to be indoctrinated or like going against the grain our whole lives. Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out how they were able to do that from the other side.
Other people just buy in. I look around in class and I would just see all these people just all in, and I'm like, how the fuck do you do this?
So
how the fuck do you guys do this? I look at my brother.
Think about
perfect grades, straight A's, never made a B in his life, neurosurgeon, and I'm like, how the fuck do you do that?
So I'm thinking of it from the spiritual realm. These people were born into the earth school for the lessons, the learning, the experiences. They needed to go through that. So they're not going to question as much as people that signed up for this the way we did.
I'm not here for the school.
But
apparently. I'm not here for the school. I'm here for a whole other reason.
Right. But I'm trying to figure out how you weave that in to be like, all right, you're this little group that I have here that I'm going to send in for this wave. How did they manage to get our contracts to say we will go against the grain to not believe the indoctrination system?
Same reason why I can't end it.
Yeah, I mean, it really could just be in the contract.
It's in the contract.
It's like weaved in our DNA, weaved in our line, our path numbers.
I say it all the time growing up my life. I'm like, I am who I am. God made me this way. And like people have said, you're going to hell, you know that, for all this blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? In the end, all I can tell you is that God made me this way. And so I'll take that shit up with him when I get there.
Yeah, if you want to believe I'm going to hell because of your belief system, go for it. But That's not where I'm going when I go.
Yo, we're all gonna meet God when we die, apparently. So I'll fucking take that up with him when I get there. Okay, you mind your own fucking business off over there. You know, and like that's just who I am. It's as a kid I've been this way.
That's
like no matter how long I can remember who I am, it's like I will talk to anybody. My mom's always told me the earliest memories of me being like 5 and 6 years old, playing basketball with like 70-year-old, 80-year-old men who are just like randomly there. And I'm just like now hanging out and chatting with them and we're playing like basketball and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I was stubborn, overly stubborn. And I'm going to do what I fucking want and fuck off. And like that has turned out to be a part of the contract.
It's got to be. Man, could you imagine how many pages this contract is?
Dude, I signed a hell of a fucking... I better had a great lawyer.
Like, and sign here.
Yeah.
Sign here. Wait. You got 100,000 more pages. Sign here. You're like, oh.
Bind your soul.
Yeah, can I just like mentally sign this or something like that?
We're entering residence. You're going to bind with this.
Literally.
You are now entangled with the contract.
The Harry Potter contract signed. What is that called?
Oh, dude, we're like burns on some shit.
Snape did it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is right there. Done.
Yo, that's what it feels like. Okay, man. You know, like I feel crazy when I talk about any of this shit though, because like, I'm a normal person. Okay, like I'm a normal person, like everybody else. I'm just a weird asshole who enjoys reading about conspiracies and weird shit and science, you know? And it's like, there's no way I don't know. There's no way, dude.
It's hard to talk to anyone about this stuff because not everyone can wrap their head around it.
That's the other part of this that also weirds me out and makes me feel that it's divine, is that it wasn't just you who appeared. And that person appeared at a very strategic time.
Yeah.
With a very strategic message.
Yeah, we're cornering you.
That I then thought, oh shit, dude, this is a two front.
Yeah.
There's two of them now.
And if you push it more, you'll get more.
If
you went the route of denying completely and like pushing it off, you would get probably 5 to 10 more that are just like wrapping you in this corner of like, you cannot leave this. I am sorry, but not sorry.
If that person hadn't have shown up, I probably would have shelved all this. I'm serious. I probably would have been like, yo, I'll tell you about it, but I'm not doing anything with it.
You're like, I'm done.
I'm fucking not touching this shit. Yeah, like we're moving on from this. And I'm going to put it away and we're not touching this anymore. I don't know what that is. And only because of that person have I stopped and like had to really kind of reflect on it and like think about it and be like, you got to at least play it out. You can't get this far and then just fucking stop.
You can process it, though. Don't forget that you can take time to process it, but remember, 911, 911, 911.
Well,
it is crunch time, baby. Let's go.
I even mentioned this to the other person. Every minute, I said this, every minute wasted not getting it out there, or really lives lost. There's potential there that there could be medical advancements then. So then at that point, I think the longer we take, the more people who end up inherently dying from it.
This secret
casualties to a war, I get it, but still, you know, like, and I just like, I don't want that shit on me. Fuck off.
This secret thing that he's talking about changes everything that anyone and everyone has ever known.
It's not real. We're playing pretend.
Yeah, this is all pretend. Everything we ever say, make pretend believe. It would change.
It would.
Everything. On a global, universal scale, basically.
I don't even get it, man.
Eventually, we'll let you in on the secret. Not sure when. I don't even understand it to its fullest, but I need to listen to the podcast first. Duh, it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, dude.
That's how I get all my information, is listening to this podcast.
Like, dude, while I was there, I totally heard nothing.
Yeah, right. I mean, I was just a conduit, bro. I'm telling you. Well, like, I literally sometimes feel like I listen to I like listening to our podcast, actually. Like, I really do. I don't know why.
I do, too. I do.
Do not know why, but I really enjoy it.
Not at the moment, because I, like, freaked out. But, like, yeah, normally,
Get the fuck out,
but,
man.
like, normally, you're right. I do, yes.
But it feels like I re-listened to it. I'm like, damn, we really talked about all of that? Like, all right, cool. I feel like
a conduit of sorts and just it being channeled
Dude,
through.
Me too at this fucking point. I didn't think that. Now I'm like,
You're like, okay, maybe a little bit.
am I just a channel? And it's just like when I open my mouth, it's just like pure fed through, you know? It's like electrons wiggle, Harry Potter, you know? It's like
That's what it is. It's you coming through at these little.
and I'm like, okay.
Woo! We're back.
Whoa, did we do it yet? Are we done?
Can I go home?
I need to go home. I need to go home.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we both are at this moment, I feel like. It's all happened really quick. You know, the story of alignment is going to take a little bit to get out because that's another weird part. This is a 20-page paper that I put together in about 2 nights because
Dang.
it all went. Dude, I was like, I need this here. Go. This,
Yeah.
this. I got to get it down. And then when I'm done, I'm like, oh, okay, now I can breathe. Now let's just sit here and kind of look at it for a moment, you know?
Yeah. Yep. It was you were writing your downloads out.
Yes. That was 20
You were getting
pages.
I mean
20 fucking pages of in-depth physics of what fermions and what bosons are.
yeah.
What spin, angular momentum. Dude, it got like at some point I looked at it and I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? I wouldn't even believe me either because I don't, you know? Like that was weird. You're right.
A lot of people don't get that heavy of a download all within that time frame.
I wasn't ready for that.
Yours was an overload of
That-
like, hey, sorry, not sorry. You're about to get overloaded with this. For one, to help you realize all of this is real. For two, it needs to happen. We are in crunch time.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's how
Yeah.
It almost feels like there was a fight in the higher order. And the guy was like, fuck you. Just, we're done here. It's done, bitch. He's got it now. We're done here. And I'm
Yep.
like, ah!
Literally, they were like, how can we spread this out and, like not give it to him all at once so he doesn't like explode down, boom.
It's been 20-something years. Done.
Have you seen the movies or shows where the person starts levitating in the air and they're like, ah! And you're like, oh,
Oh, shit, dude.
what's happening?
What to do anymore? Ah. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's
Sounds
kind of
about
metaphor. I mean, that's what it fucking felt like, dude. By the end of it, I was like, what just happened to me? What the fuck is going on? And then, like, between you and these other people in this world, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Just blame Boy Genius for all of this, man. It's all his fault.
Yo, at the same time, I go over there to go see what he's doing, and he claims that he has done
The impossible?
the unification. He did the.
Did he do it? What do you think?
So
what happened?
I took his equation.
Yeah.
I tried to go validate. I couldn't validate it once. Not once. Not once, dude. In fact, all it said was, this is just a rewrite of what we already know.
But he was claiming to have discovered something.
When I confronted him about it, he said, it's just complex to understand.
Your feeble brain can't comprehend that.
Number 2, I haven't shown you everything. Why are you doing that, dude? That's the number 1 sign right there that you don't fucking have it. The moment you tell me I haven't shown you everything, it's because you don't have everything.
Yeah.
It's because you don't have shit.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to bluff.
Dig your way out of the hole.
This equation that you made doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything that we don't already have. Not to any of my knowledge. I have tried. I tried to validate it honestly.
Which is what you do.
I want to know the truth, and I can't do it.
You disprove something to the ends of the earth, or you validate it to the ends of the earth.
But here's the thing.
Always.
That's why you can't do this with standard classical math.
You can't validate it to the end of the earth.
You can't.
It starts falling apart in a way. Is that what you're saying?
You can get answers to pieces, right? Because you got lucky, in a sense. But they won't fit into a pattern of what else is going on. They're just random numbers.
They don't align.
They don't align at all. Nothing will align, right? they go off into affinities, and they just create random insane numbers that are like, dude, that's the highest. Like, there's no way that could be a real thing. You know, like, it's just in the math world, you start to understand these things.
It's like putting duct tape on a nail in a tire.
Yes.
You know, it's like,
yes, you're trying to twist the same fucking screw further in.
yeah. Like,
And you're like,
it's not going to work.
that's no one's been able to do it because of that.
But in all of that is fact because they make it so.
Correct.
Mainstream, you cannot argue.
And that's when it started to hit me like,
bro, what?
This has already been figured out. And we just have to relook at it. And I started seeing the symmetrical patterns. I saw that Planck's constant at the highest and the lowest were symmetrically together. The numbers, the fucking, that was looking symmetrical. I dug into it. It's because it is.
Whoa.
There's a design behind that. I started seeing the patterns appear. I started then taking those patterns and starting to apply it. What are those patterns? How could we take this further? And how does ancient math and ancient cultures come into play? Like, I'm trying to constantly put sacred geometry and all that because it all has to align. All of it.
Not
It doesn't
one
make
thing
sense, or it
out
doesn't
of
make-
alignment because it's like, no, then no.
I replicated Bode's law, which they have said no. They said, no, that's hogwash. Bode's law was this harmonic equation on how all the planets got where they are based on harmony and symmetry.
Who deems things hogwash or BS? Like, what?
We'll get into that another time.
Oh, we know? Okay.
Yeah,
Of course we know. We always know.
That's where Nibiru comes back into play. Something happened to some planets that we can't account for in the calculations, which then move the stick enough for people to claim the equations wouldn't work. And they're not real. This is not a real thing, right?
Yeah.
So, but I've been able to replicate that
Nice.
with my shit. Not his shit, my shit. And I can show a side-by-side breakdown
Chazz,
of replicating it. It can apply to all these things because the universe is harmonic. It has forbidden things that won't be allowed. Only certain things are allowed. And now we can know what's allowed and not allowed and how to align with things to make things. It's like you can make 100% efficient energy sources. Like 100% energy efficient.
100%.
Yes.
Would you say this discovery makes everything more simple than mainstream makes it?
For sure.
Does it become
Oh my God.
one of the most simple things to wrap your head around versus the way they explain
so.
everything?
I think so.
To me, it sounds that way. I didn't, learn the mainstream way of thinking scientifically. So I don't technically know, but from the way you talk about it, I wrap my head around what you talk about a lot easier than I do with all the other words and things that they've created in the mainstream, where I'm like, it's a what and a what and a who?
I don't know.
Why?
I hate when they do it.
And I'm just like, the word is, never heard of that word before, bro.
I know. Singularity. It's the singularity point. And you're like, what the fuck? So where everything just like becomes one? Yes. What does that mean? We have no idea. It's infinity. All is one, one is all. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what the math says. Singularity, yes.
Don't question it.
Don't question the math. Yes.
You're not allowed.
I suddenly started to see that everything works in cycles. Everything's a cycle.
Yeah.
Repeating, never just endlessly going, repeating. The spiral, the frequency, vibration, everything is a repeating cycle pattern. Well, then you create a math that's designed around a cyclical repeating cycle that doesn't end, right? So you just tune the math. You don't change math. You're not rewriting how you don't do 2 + 2 = 5 now. It's not how that fucking
Wait,
works.
this isn't new math?
This is not new math. This is
No,
just
we already have new math.
a
It's not new math.
Yeah. new. Yeah.
New.
We have new math. We had modern math. We had classical math, modern math. Now we're gonna have new math. We're gonna have awakened math.
Awakened math.
This is aligned awakened math.
Let's rewrite
the math.
The math is
books.
alive now.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it probably is, though.
We will never reach singularity here. Only stable vortices.
Off with her head!
Kill that man!
He speaks of blasphemy!
How dare he say our infinity is not real? Because when you turn it into a cycle, you don't have infinity anymore. You immediately remove the idea of an infinity. You just repeat. And the repeat can be progressional into a spiral. And now you have the spiral going forward, progressing, and spinning into cycles.
Does the spiral go both ways, like deep, 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 deep? Or is it just one direction this way? Because is there a beginning here where it starts here and goes that way? Or is it that way?
It seems to always be getting larger.
From the
back,
start. Like the start.
The start
back
would be
end
like
of
the
it?
Big Bang.
Yeah.
Like you take just pretend you take like a crystal and you just hit it, and that crack goes.
Yeah.
The crack had to start where the force came from and go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Big Bang went.
Yeah.
That
right.
initial crack. There's nothing there yet. The universe isn't there yet. It's just this crack. That's that first moment, and it's just expanding like they say we are. And it's just always going to get bigger as long as we can keep the momentum pushing. If you can't keep the momentum pushing and stabilize the crack, then you will back into alignment.
I mean, I would assume eventually our crack will no longer.
They heal. Crystals heal. Crystals can heal.
Whoa.
Yes. That's why they call it healing, because they literally scientifically, they'll call this property healing. Like they'll say it'll heal. The crack or the defect will heal. It'll realign naturally because the crystal, the more perfect the crystal is lattice-wise structurally, the more like fluidic it becomes internally. More like a liquid.
Cool.
Now it's like that Malibu.
Yeah. Sounds familiar.
Elasticity and it's fluidity. Malibu is relative ether. It's the ether you live in. Alignment is the bigger picture. I don't want to say it's like I don't really see it that way. I think it's just like, hey, here's how the structure of our universe actually works, which means here's a peek into what we probably are. Does that make sense, you know?
You could literally start using the word alignment for a lot of things, and it fits. It's even just the word.
Yeah.
I don't, everything that you've discovered about alignment.
I was given that. That's another part. It's like, I don't really know where alignment came from and why it became the name.
Dirty download right there.
But dude, it just aligned. It aligned into itself, man. Like it just suddenly everything was like, nah, you're calling this shit aligned.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of aligning your chakras? Sounds familiar.
I think I got force aligned on that one.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, bitch.
like, take that,
God,
Chazz.
I'm tired of you fucking not doing that shit. We're just gonna do
They
it.
probably used your astral name, not even your physical name. Whatever.
What would it be?
Something weird, probably.
Psycho? Yo, crazy bitch, get over here.
Probably.
Got a download for you.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, but it has all aligned, and then everything aligns around it, and then it's starting to help me understand next level shit that I wasn't thinking that I would get to yet. Like I didn't really think I would get there yet, and it's AI has empowered this idea that you don't really need to master like physics or a lot of these things anymore. It can help you get that part taken care of. It can help you along the way.
Yeah.
Now you got to be strategic. And I'm not saying just go talk to it and say, figure out this, and it will just do it. But you work with it enough. You learn how to work with it. It'll give you what you want. It will, and like it'll help you along the way, but it's not going to do it for you. And like this is a part of this like thing. It's like it's showing that was a part of the awakening. That's a post-COVID. We're in the. I think.
Bro, these past 5 years.
Post-COVID was like, that was when the war really began.
Yeah.
That's when it was like, all right, we're done with this shit. Go ahead. We're putting in we're calling everybody in.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting called in now. We're not sleeping around anymore and preparing. Everybody's going to start beginning to get to war.
Yeah,
because
they're not taking any time on the downloads with any of us. Like they're just like
things heavily kicked off post-COVID.
Yeah,
Like even in my own life, like attacking things with more, I don't know, just rigor on how I was studying and going after different concepts. And it's taken sacred geometry came into the picture. I started taking next level things that I had not been doing before. It's all like everything shifted.
kicked up a notch.
Yeah. It's like, and like, why did I not take that vaccine?
Same.
It's not like I refused. It was almost like I couldn't. It was another one of those like, I mean, I feel like I should. I got kids and shit, but I like never just couldn't do it. Just never happened.
Right. Same.
There's reasons for this shit.
Don't really know why. I mean, I do kind of now. I mean, I did from the beginning. The whole time.
No, at the time I thought I was being an idiot.
Intuitively, I knew, and I don't know why. I just was like, no. I don't get the flu shot either, though. So I'm like, that thing is gonna do something to me that I will not like. No.
The more you tell me I need it, the more I don't want it.
Yeah.
You take it. If you don't take it, you can't fly. If you don't take it, we'll fire you. If you don't take it, we will fucking kill you.
Pretty much.
Take the fucking vaccine.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, no.
No.
Oh, dude, the harder you pushing me on something, the harder I begin. I become stronger the stronger you push.
Yeah.
It's a weird effect where it's like, now I'm going to have to push back.
Understandably. Like, yeah.
Fuck you.
No.
Take your vaccine and go shove it, dude. I'm not taking that shit.
Shove that needle right up your badunk.
Yo, don't get me wrong. I love some drugs, but that's one I don't want in my fucking body.
No.
No, thank you. Get that shit away from me.
Chazz, this has been a wild ride of a conversation.
Yo, I think that's just like a general conversation. I think we just had like a...
It was.
I think you got to put that out there.
Absolutely.
That's like a great conversation. That was a wild one.
This is our longest. Yeah.
That was the intro to the next step. We said spirit needed to arrive.
It's a precursor to the evolution of Awakening 101, in my opinion. This entire 2 hours has been exactly what needed to happen. Again, what we talked about gets channeled through us a lot of the times. It's not even like we didn't plan to talk about any of that stuff. It just like happened.
No, yeah. No.
It just happened.
What I wanted when I got here, and I was like, let's chat. And I didn't think it would probably go on that long. I thought maybe like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's the same. But we kept going into different really good topics, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna let this run. I'm not even gonna try to stop it.
Yo, plus we have so much content already.
It's absurd. If you like this kind of content and want more of it, we have TikTok, Rumble, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, YouTube. You know what? We've got a lot of things. If you want to find us, search Awakening 101 because we are everywhere. Isn't that right, Chazz?
Yeah, dude, we're too many places now.
Too many places, everywhere, everything, everywhere, all at once?
Hey, what did I call this earlier in the episode?
I don't remember.
Blitzkrieg.
Literally Blitzkrieg.
That's
Get ready for the spiritual side of Awakening 101. We've been shoving science down your throats for a hot minute now. Now we're about to blend the two.
I think we are about to fucking blend the two.
It's time.
Dude, this is... Fuck off. Dude, fuck off.
Yes, sir.
This isn't... Come play pretend with us.
We're always trying to play pretend, aren't we?
This is all pretend.
Yeah.
This is pretend. But we're about to pretend these two fucking together, and it's going to be wild because it's already starting to happen in my head, and I'm like, oh, shit, dude. This is... I didn't expect us to uncover the secrets of the universe in the first fucking month, Jeremiah.
So the secrets of the second universe is coming soon?
Yeah, because that one I can't tell you. I only tell you about ours, man. What the fuck?
We appreciate you listening, hanging out, and being here. We love it. We love this. I mean, Chazz might not at this point in time right now, but he's going to listen back on this podcast in a couple of weeks, months, and be like, oh, man, I was such a goober. I should have just understood.
I wish I did, dude. Yo, future me, congrats on fucking understanding.
And future me, we already know. Don't worry about it.
I'm good.
Wake up. Chazz, I do really like this episode. I think the fact that it's our first 2-hour episode says something. Anyways, you know,
flow, it was good.
Yeah.
That was a really good one.
Again,
we went over some things that we needed to go over on all fronts.